Hello Year 8. This is the solution to week 21 Recall and Retrieve. I will be going through the first 4 questions. If you are here for the answers to questions 5 to 8, then check the timestamp in the description below. Can you also make sure that you correct any questions you could not complete or add more working out where appropriate? So let's look at these first 4 questions. Question number 1 says work out what comes next in each of these sequences, and the way that you should be doing this is by exploring differences. So I can see from 1 to 3 is +2, from 3 to 6 is +3, then we've got +4, +5, so it must be +6 and 21. Let's look at the next one. It is +3, +5, +7, +9. So we would need to +11 and get the answer of 37. Question 2. A packet of Oreos contains 17 biscuits. How many biscuits are in 226 packets? Okay, this is asking us to do a multiplication, and the multiplication we need to do is 226 times 17. I'm going to use my traditional place value method. So I'm going to start with 226 times 7. So 6 times 7, 42. 2 times 7, 14. Add the 4 is 18. 2 times 7 is 14 again, add 1 is 15. Now we're doing 226 times 10. So put the 0 in, and then it's just 226 times 1. Add it all up, we have 2. 8 and 6 is 14. 5 and 2, 7, add the 1 is 8. And 1 and 2 is 3. So the answer is 3,842. Good luck eating all of those. Question number 3 is a table of values for a linear graph. It is partially completed, but the rule is we need to do a half of x and then add 1. So if I substitute 2 in, a half of 2 is 1, add 1 is 2. A half of nothing is nothing, add 1 is 1. You'll see we've got a pattern developing here as well. A half of -4 is -2, and -2 add 1 is -1. Question 4 asks us to plot those values from the table. Remember, this should be a straight line graph. So we've got 4, 3. We have got 2, 2. We have got 0, 1. We have got -2, 0. And we have got -4, -1. Now you'll do a better job at joining this up with a ruler, but make sure that your line is as big as your graph, because the line would carry on beyond the points that we've worked out. Okay, question 5. Using the table, work out the mean number of merits awarded. So we should remember that to find the mean from a frequency table, we have to multiply the number in the category by the frequency. We need to add up all of those. We need to add up the total frequency, and then it will be this number divided by this number. So 0 times 21, 0. 1 times 10, 10. 8 times 2, 16. 3 times 6, 18, 4 times 5, 20. If I add all of those together, I will get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 64. Let's count the frequency here. What does this add up to? 21 and 10, 31, 39, another 11, 50. Now you might be thinking, I can't do 64 divided by 50 in my head, but if you think about it as a fraction and you times the top and the bottom by 2, you will get 128 divided by 100, which we can do, is 1.28. Question 6, great revision of what we've just been doing. So let's turn the 1 3/4 into an improper fraction first. So that would be 7/4. My denominators aren't the same, but I don't need to multiply both of them. I can just multiply this one. So that timesing by 3 is 21/12 plus 11/12. So that is a grand total of 32/12. Well, that cancels down because both of those are even numbers. I can divide them both, I believe, by 4. So I think that is 8/3 or 2 2/3. Question number 7. Complete the table for equivalent fractions, percentages, and decimals. Write fractions in their simplest form. So to turn a percentage into a decimal, you divide by 100, or the other way around, you times by 100. To turn this one into a fraction, well, 0.2 is a fifth, so this one is 1 1/5. This one is 88/100, but 88/100 can simplify to 22/25. And a third is one that I would just hope you would know. As a decimal, it is 0.3 recurring, and as a percentage, it is either 33.3% recurring, or you could write that as 33 1/3%. Finally, question 8. I am a shape with 4 sides. I have 2 pairs of adjacent sides the same length. That word adjacent means next to each other. I have 1 line of symmetry. I have no reflex angles. What am I? Well, it is describing. So there's my 2 pairs of adjacent sides that are the same length. There's my 1 line of symmetry. It is describing a kite. So, how did you get on?